You wrote that in. You wrote that in on Pence. You played it all the way up to January 6th. You know what happened after that. A lot of other people have been convicted of crimes, Stephen. A lot of
innocent people have been persecuted by a corrupt system. What kind of corrupt system throws Republican lawyers in jail for offering good, sound legal advice, but does nothing with secretaries of state who plainly violated their own state laws and constitutions? How many people are in jail right now? Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are the #1 traffickers of children.
President-elect Trump is expected to announce in the coming days that Stephen Miller, his top immigration advisor, will serve as White House Deputy Chief of Staff for Policy. We should remind our viewers he was one of the architects of the family separation policy during the first Trump administration.
By Stephen Miller. And you see who he is. He's a despicable human being that is a racist and a xenophobe.
You sound more outraged about what... Stephen, I'm going to finish the question. I'll give you time. You sound tonight more outraged about what you allege is that double standard, and I've given you time to explain it, than the people who battered the cops and led to deaths and stormed the Capitol. But you sound more outraged about that than the actual convicted sedition at the Capitol that day, which, by the way, Donald Trump has floated the idea that he would pardon the seditionists who stormed the Capitol violently.
That any violence that took place was unacceptable. That is completely separate and different from throwing a grandmother in jail for 5 years who just said a prayer in a hallway after being ushered in by a Capitol police officer and then left. The weaponization of the government. There's a guy who posted a meme about Hillary Clinton who's in jail right now. Mackey. The weaponization of government is the beginning of the end of American democracy. And every one of your viewers and listeners should understand, when you have a country where you can throw people in jail for violations of misinformation, for engaging in free speech, for engaging in good legal advice, for challenging illegitimate election results, you're not a free country anymore.
Yeah, Terry, what's really notable is that some of President-elect Trump's first picks for key positions in his next administration are immigration hardliners. And that gives you an indication of just how seriously Trump is taking his campaign vow to proceed with mass deportations.
And obviously, we've seen the president-elect name a number of people to his new administration, from your GOP colleague Elise Stefanik to U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations, Stephen Miller, Deputy Chief of Policy, and also Tom Homan, who he's named as a border czar.
Well, look, I think the election results made clear this is going to be a very challenging time.